Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is the question number 2 for the assignment number 1 PLC. So these steps here are the problem statement explained as in the slides, and here we have the extra steps that we need to do for this assignment. Alright, so now let's move to the system design. Here is the sketch for this problem. We can see here the start push button and stop push buttons here with their addresses, and here we have the conveyor A, and we have the stamping station here. We have a cylinder action, single action cylinder with this address, and also we have a read switch here to detect if the stamping is finished and the cylinder is retracted to its initial position. Here we also have the stamping sensor 0.06, and here we have the ejector. So basically the object will move from here and then stop once it's detected from here, and then will continue after the process finish here, and the timer, as we will see later in the program. And here we have the ejector, which will be activated when the limit switch has been touched and activated. So the ejector will move like this, and then it will move, the object will move from conveyor A to conveyor B 107, which is this one here, and we have a sensor that will on the conveyor B once it detects an object here, and after that it will move continue until it reaches this spray sensor that will detect that there is a subject here, an object here. After that the conveyor will stop, and we will have the spray station here, and the spray nozzle will be activated for 30 seconds, as we will explain later in the later diagram. After that the conveyor B will continue to work with a condition here that this conveyor will be continuously running during the program. Here we can see the flow chart of the system. So we have start, and then we have stop push button. Is it pressed or no? If not, if yes, then we will go to end. If no, we will conveyor A run, and then we have stamping sensor detect. If it's no, we will continue, and if yes, we will move to the next step, which is conveyor A stop plus stamping cylinder acting, and start the timer 2. And if it's done, if it's not, we'll continue until it's done. After that, stamping cylinder off, and we will check this if the switch read switch is on or no, meaning that the cylinder already go back to its initial place. If no, we will wait. If yes, then conveyor A will continue to run, and we will see here the limit switch if it's pressed or no. If no, we will keep waiting until the object reach there, and then we have the if it's yes, so means the object reach, and then the ejector activate, and also we will start timer 3. If it's done, then we will have here sensor at conveyor B. We will have if it's pressed, then only we have the condition, then only the conveyor B will run. Then we have a spray sensor detection. If there is a detection, meaning that we will move to the next step. If not, we will continue waiting. The next step is conveyor B will stop in order to do the painting and spraying process at the spraying station. So the spray nozzle activate, and also start timer for 30 seconds to complete the spraying process. After that, if it's done the timer, then we will move to conveyor B will move until end station. So here next we have the compilation table, the shift register table. As we can see here, we have all the process, the 8 processes here, and we have the when it starts and when it's complete, and we will go through this in deep during the simulation process. So let's go to the simulation process now. Alright, so let's go to the beginning here. As we can see, we have the start button here that will move the value 0 as a normal register. As usually we know, this one is like an easy step. We already know about this. and then value 1 will move to H0, and then we have the shift register function as explained from our lecture. Let's move directly to the processes. So the first process, step 1, will only be completed if sensor object detection was going. So we have it here. The conveyor A will be running at the beginning. When it's gonna stop? When the sensor detects something. So now the sensor detects something. As we can see here, it stops. The conveyor stops, and now we move to the next function, stamping for 5 seconds. Basically, it was for 5 seconds, but now because the time is fast, it goes there. So it will go for 5 seconds, and after the 5th second, here we have the timer. This one is the stamping function here for 5 seconds only. So the next step, the digit will move the 1 to H001, and then we have this one actuating and this one running at the same time. After it finish, then we'll stop, then we'll be actuating here, and then we will move to the step 3. Step 3 is, as we can see here, step 3 should run our conveyor A, but what is holding it from this? We have the read switch. Read switch should be actuated first when the limit switch touch to show that the cylinder already came back. Okay, this is nothing new, all from lecture explained. Now it will be working. After that, as we can see here, nothing. Okay, so now step 4. Step 4 now is gonna be operating also the conveyor A. It will continue moving until it touches the limit switch. Limit switch will be touched. Let's go to the limit switch and make it work. Okay, so now we initiate the limit switch. Let's see what will happen. Okay, this one will keep on going as required in the question by step number 6, H005. And also what will happen is we have the ejector. The ejector should work, which is H004. Let's go up now here, but the delay is 1 second. That's why it's moved already, and now it's in H05. So H05, which is step number 6, is to let's go to H number 6. Now the conveyor will still also working, and H number 6, let's go. Okay, so what does that mean? Is now the sensor, the spray sensor, now we have a sensor to detect that there is an object on conveyor B. So the object, after it move, after the ejector actuated, now it will move to step number 7, which will make also conveyor A work, and also conveyor B. So let's go to conveyor B. Now it's working, and the object will move until what? Until the next sensor, which is the spray sensor on conveyor A. So when it detects the object, now we will move to the step number 8, which is now also this one is continuing to work as requested. Now what will happen? The spray nozzle will do the spraying for 30 seconds. So now it's still spraying, and the timer is counting for 30 seconds. After the time elapsed, what will happen? We will move to the next. So now this one is off, and we cannot see anything here working. So the spray nozzle has been has stopped, and let's go to the step number 9, which is gonna be H008. What will happen? Here we can see that to end station. So this one will on the conveyor B again, so the object will move to the end station. And let's see also what's gonna do. Yeah, so now here we can see step 8 is off, And also we have a condition that conveyor A will be always working, so to the end station process will also keep powering conveyor A. That's all, and thank you very much.